Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sadia the Boss Mama, aka Sadia, and I'm feeling a little joyous today, so I just really want to say that right quick. I just want to say I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys have an amazing week. And yes, so let's get started. I am determined to make these videos for you guys. I am determined to show you how much I really appreciate everything y'all doing for me. If you are decided to breastfeed, these are things that you really just need to know before you get ready to breastfeed. I've been breastfeeding for 3 months now. Like, I just had my baby May the 28th, and honestly it's the best feeling ever. I love it, and I always had in my mind that I was gonna breastfeed. When I decided to breastfeed, it was always in my head. It was always planning, like, why. So this is my why. Like I said, I've always really wanted to breastfeed. I just thought, you know, oh, it's more natural, it's more convenient, and obviously it's cheap. I don't have to come out of pocket with any single thing. At the time when I was just talking, I never knew about, you know, a baby not being able to latch or oversupply, undersupply. I always wanted to just to breastfeed, okay? I would see other people on TikTok like, oh, I can't breastfeed because I don't have enough milk and blase, and I was just like, you know, like, I'm not worried about none of that, you know. I'm not worried about any of that. So really, that was my main reason. My main reason was really just because it's natural and it's a convenient thing to do and it's cheap. My journeys after having baby boy, he went straight to my breast, and this is the best thing ever because he latched just like that. It wasn't no problems. It was not a big deal at all. He latched immediately, and it was like, yeah, it was like heaven, you guys, heaven. And in no way or form I am trying to brag. I'm just letting you guys know that my baby had no problem. I had no problem with my milk. Everything was just right there, and obviously you will know he's sucking because it's like gulping. But anyway, so I did that immediately, and he latched on immediately. It was no problem. They checked to see, you know, is he latching, and it was like, yeah. So everything went well. The 2 days in hospital went well. When I came home is when I really kind of got discouraged because, for one, I don't have anyone around me. Now, my mom, she breastfed all her kids, but my youngest brother is 13 years old. So just imagine having a baby 13 years ago. You know, that's a long time ago. That's like, you know, decades and decades and decades ago. So, you know, she really couldn't remember all the ins and outs. But it was like, oh my God, am I doing this right? Am I doing this well? Is he latching on? You know, it's like you really don't have no one in your ear to tell you. You guys, my 3rd or 4th day home is when I said I wanted to quit breastfeeding. All my milk came in. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have a picture in the video. But all my milk came in, and it was the worst painful thing ever. I talked to my lactation consultant. Now, I knew about her in the beginning of my pregnancy, and she always told me, if you need me once you have a baby, I'm 1 call away. So I texted her, and I was like, this is painful. I'm ready to quit. I don't think he's getting any milk. I am done. And she was like, no. She said, that's just your milk coming in. When I mean my breasts were so sore, I was literally crying to my mom. I was like, oh my God, it's just sore. I can't do it. I don't know if he's getting any milk. And she was just laughing. She was tickled at me. And I'm like, this is not funny. My milk was just spilling out everywhere. My shirts were just soaking wet. So I had to go get pads. I think, surprisingly, I didn't know that I needed pads. Crazy, right? Very crazy. Don't be like me. You need nursing pads. Nursing pads is your #1 best friend, okay? Definitely. So we got nursing pads, and we also use my pump. My lactation consultant was like, just pump out the milk because it's a lot. That's all it is. It's a lot. So I did that and it was a huge relief. But guess what? 15 minutes later or 10 minutes later, the milk came right on back. It was so much milk. It was driving me crazy. I was sore. I did the hot water. I did all that good stuff. All that good stuff. And I was just sore. I was pumping out milk. I had bags and bags on top of bags. Milk freezer bags. So I was like, you know what? This is crazy. I don't think I want to do this anymore. So oh, and my nipples were so sore to a point like I don't want him to suck on my breast anymore. I'm done with that. And she was like, no. And I'm like, no, nothing you can tell me. I'm gonna go get a bottle. And she was like, but it caused nipple confusion. And that's another thing. He never got confused. So I've been doing this since birth. We alternate bottles. At night he may get my breast. Well, no. At night he may get my bottle. During the day he gets my nipple, but now it's totally different. It's kind of the opposite. I'm more of a breastfeeder than a bottle girl. The only time he get a bottle now is when I go to work, and that's like for 3 hours. I only work 3 hours a day, so that is the only time I get a bottle, or if he's going somewhere, obviously. But I breastfeed him more. I'm just like more comfortable with doing it. Like I don't care. I'll pull a titty out, a boobie out in a quick and a hurry. Like I don't care. I love it. It's the best thing ever. But back to what I was saying. I was so sore that I was like, I'm done with this. I don't want him sucking it. I just want him to go straight to the bottle. And I did not listen to her. Fast forward, we had an appointment. I had an appointment in those days. They do like the after birth appointment, and I told the lady I don't think he's latching on well. I took pictures, and she was like, it's perfect. And she even saw him do it in person, and she was like, this is very perfect. I don't know what you're talking about. I think as a new mom, we always have this question in our head, the back of our head, like, are we doing this right? Are we doing that wrong? You know, we just have this question. And the thing is, you are. Know that you are. And if you're not, then somebody will correct you. Don't be mad about it. You know, you're just a new mom. Like, what do you expect? You know, we're not gonna know every single thing. It's impossible. But she said that I did everything right. He's getting the right amount. Another thing in my head, like, how do you know if your child is getting enough milk? Okay, the only way you will know if you're pumping it out, that'll be the only way you know. Or if your baby goes to sleep. If your baby goes to sleep after feeding, just know that's enough. If it's not enough, your baby will cry. Your baby is not going to go to sleep hungry. It's impossible. So you will know if your baby becomes like drowsy, or as you say, drunk. You will definitely know that you're feeding your baby enough. That was always a question in my head. And to really know is make sure you feed both, like get on both sides, one boobie, another boobie. Make sure you do that if they don't fall asleep during the process. And if they are falling asleep, you can wake them back up, put them right back on that boobie. And yeah, but that's really the way you can know if your baby's getting enough sleep, enough milk. But yes, things I wish I knew about breastfeeding. I wish I knew that it's patience. You have to have patience. In the beginning, I had no patience. So you have to be patient if you're willing to breastfeed. If you want to breastfeed, please have some sort of patience. Nursing bras. Nursing bras are a must. Or if you don't mind, I love sports bras as well. You don't really want something too tight because that kind of stops your breast supply. So you want something kind of loose. A nursing bra is your best friend. I didn't know. Oh my god, this is so crazy, but I had no idea. I had no idea that when your baby cries, your body feels it. Your body tells you literally, like, your baby is crying. It's like your boobs get sore. They will, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it gets sore. You will know. If your baby's crying, you will know. If your baby's about to wake up, 9 times out of 10 you would know, because your boobies are like an alarm system, which is so freaking cool to me. The best thing ever, seriously. Breast milk is a little different than formula, but you kind of figure it's kind of the same guidelines. I don't really want to put all that in there because you guys can read on that, but yeah, I know like I said, yeah, I'm not gonna put all the guidelines in there, but you have to just read up on that. A lot of people might want to know, like, what happened if I lose my supply, like supply loss and gain. Now if you lose your supply, like I'm 3 months in, and a few weeks ago I kind of felt like I wasn't just producing enough milk when I was pumping. I'm like, oh, I used to pump way more than this. So I started drinking this tea, but this is the tea that I've started drinking, and oh my god, it is so freaking nasty. It's disgusting, very much so, but I'm not gonna lie, this works. I don't sponsor, this video is not sponsored at all. I'm just not fibbing. I'm not telling a whopper, but it works. The best tea ever for milk supply, and I'm pretty sure it's more out there, but this one is very popular. This is what I heard of, and now I'm back to pumping 6 ounces on one side in less than 10 minutes. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty good, because a lot of people say they go 15 minutes and only pump like 2 ounces, so that's not really too good. But yeah, you can boost it by just eating, drinking. Do you have any allergies? I would say when I eat, crab legs is really not his best friend, but I'll give him like probiotics and then he'll be okay with that. So yeah, nothing else really, but just that. And another thing is definitely watch what you eat, kind of go over the guidelines. Sometimes you can still try it and just to be sure that sometimes the things on the guidelines you can still eat, but just definitely look at the guidelines, and the guidelines are on Pinterest, on Google. Definitely look at what you can eat while breastfeeding and what not to eat, what not too much to eat of, but you know, things like that. I do pump. I had I'm gonna tell you guys about my pump, and that would pretty much cover this video, because I don't want to talk forever about breastfeeding, but I want to, but I don't. So yes, my insurance sent me a pump. I totally forgot the name of it, but I will put it in the description box. Then I ended up buying a manual pump because that electric pump broke on me. Crazy. I really did love it. My manual pump now is the Mandela manual pump. That's the pump I use now. Then I bought a other pump, electric pump. It's called Laseno. I don't really know. And the suction, horrible. I don't think I did it right, but I took it back. It was horrible, not strong at all. The manual pump is really not strong, but it gets the job done. I really love the electric pumps because electric pumps are stronger and just really quicker. But that's pretty much it, you guys, about my breastfeeding. All you need to know, you know, things like that. I really love breastfeeding. It created a bond with my child that I feel like you won't really get any other way. It makes me feel like we're closer together, and for me to know that he loves his mama's boobies, not boobies, oh my god, he loves my milk. I'm not trying to sound okay, you guys, sorry, it's been a long day, but to know that I can be able to supply my son with milk means the world to me. So yes, I really love breastfeeding. I really plan on doing it for a year or 2, so we're going to see how that all goes. And if you are planning to breastfeed, I really hope the best for you all.